34.
42. 29.
Who do they think they're fooling?
Everyone.
New Maybelline Revitalizing Makeup. Age denying coverage. Outwits fine lines. New Maybelline Revitalizing Makeup.
I'm 40.
Maybe she's born with it.
Every time you have an awful cold, do you try a new cold remedy? Well, the search is over. Introducing Robitussin Liquid Gels. Powerful, non-drowsy relief for your cold.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
New Robitussin Liquid Gels. Finally, Robitussin relief for your cold. Aspen Cologne for men. Aspen, now.
What's that fragrance you're wearing?
Exclamation! Make a statement! Without saying a word.
There's a porcupine in my throat.
Sore throats hurt. That's why we introduced Triaminic Sore Throat Formula. The new children's medicine made for coughs and colds with sore throats. Triaminic, just tell us where it hurts.
To appreciate the higher standard created by the spacious six-passenger accommodations of the all-new Cadillac DeVille Concours, you need only travel around town. To appreciate the responsiveness of its sophisticated North Star system, you might prefer to travel around the country. But before its North Star V8 will require its first 100,000-mile scheduled tune-up, you'd have to travel around the world 4 times. The Cadillac DeVille Concours, creating a higher standard.
NBC Sunday Night Movie will return following these messages.
Come over to Jay's Place, because it's all new all week, and you never know who's going to drop in. Guests like Lily Tomlin and Dolly Parton.
It's kind of a 9 to 5 reunion.
The star of Schindler's List, Liam Neeson, James Ingram, Will Smith, Robert Duvall, plus music from Heart.
So we got more stars than Heidi's Black Book.
The Tonight Show, all this week on NBC.
We've got a cure for common grocery prices. Extra low prices. Whether it's detergents or rice and grits, dog and cat food, or coffee and baby food. From cereals to evaporated milk, you'll save more every day at Food Lion. Another way to spell relief from high food prices.
Register to win one of 5 all-expense-paid trips to the Super Bowl at the Tombstone Pizza display at Food Lion, or win dozens of other valuable prizes. Entry forms at all Food Lions.
This is a WSLS Storm Watch Advisory.
Good evening, I'm Bill Meck. As I'm sure you already know, a winter storm is on the way once again. A winter storm warning in effect for late tonight and tomorrow for most of the Channel 10 viewing area, from Danville and Lynchburg back through Roanoke, Covington, Blacksburg, and the New River Valley and the Mountain Empire, all included in this. It will begin as light to moderate snow. I'm forecasting anywhere from 1 to 4 inches, and then a change over to freezing rain and sleet. Not only will we have travel problems, but I think we will also have some serious problems with power lines as well as trees during the day tomorrow with them being broken by the ice and snow accumulation. A winter weather advisory, South Boston to Appomattox, that for freezing rain, eventually changing over to rain. And this is how I see things lying down. Further to the east, ice changing to rain, that 1 to 4 inches of snow, then a major ice storm following right behind that. Into West Virginia and the Allegheny Highlands, 4 to 8 inches of snow. This looks to be a fairly significant weather system. The moisture already building out here to the west. It'll hit the cold air that we have here at the surface, creating that wintry mix. More details coming up in about a half hour.
The Russia House continues, starring Sean Connery and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Blessed day.
Question. If your cold pill's so good, how come your symptoms keep coming back? Because your pill doesn't work 24 hours. Introducing Effidac 24, the first cold tablet so effective, just one works 24 hours. Look, most cold pills drop off after 6 hours, the rest after 12, so your symptoms keep coming back. But just one Effidac gives consistent relief for 24 hours, so your symptoms don't come back. New 24-hour Effidac keeps cold symptoms from coming back.
When we heard there's a hot cereal with crunch, we said, great.
But how? Then we try grape nuts cooked hot. Just add milk and pop it in the microwave.
60 seconds for a little crunch.
I want a big crunch.
30 seconds for a big crunch.
We thought all hot cereals were the same.
Mushy.
Yeah.
But not grape nuts cooked hot. All that warm goodness plus that hearty, nutty crunch make it taste so different, so good, so...
Now Mom's getting mushy.
Yeah.
Discover grape nut cereal cooked hot. Finally, a hot cereal with crunch.
People don't really understand the idea that shaped it. It contains platinum, rhodium, and newly formed materials. It's shielded with a dry powder that was melted to a virtually impermeable finish. It's deeply concerned with our planet's environment, and no one has ever seen anything quite like it.
It all starts around Thanksgiving, and it lasts until New Year's. A little stuffing? Okay. Turkey? Sure. A little fudge? Why not? Pretty soon, nothing fits. So here's a great way to get back into shape. Go to Blockbuster. Besides movies to rent, they've got great videos to help you work out the holidays, including a new one I can personally recommend. So exercise your New Year's resolution. I'm gonna get started myself right after this movie. Make it a Blockbuster night.
Welcome to the Home Eating Network. Our first item is this lovely Supreme Pizza from Pizza Hut. It comes with a stunning array of pepperoni, onions, beef and pork toppings, and mushrooms. Don't you just love mushrooms? And if that wasn't enough, you're also getting some fabulous green peppers. You might expect to pay up to $100, but call now and it's just $8.99. And we'll throw in a second pizza for just half price. Our drivers are standing by, so call now.
From the producers of the acclaimed Ambush in Waco comes an all-new In the Line of Duty based on a true story. They thought they owned the streets.
I swear I'm gonna get these guys.
2 cops dared to face them. 1 cop paid with his life. Now his partner will stop at nothing to get justice. I'm gonna put it to you. Michael Gross, Dean Stockwell, The Price of Vengeance, NBC next Sunday. On Sunday, February 13th, NBC will present a provocative look at the future of television. A world premiere movie that asks the question, how far is too far? Decide for yourself. Where does justice end and ratings begin? Witness to the execution. Sunday, February 13th on NBC.
Colon cancer. It killed 60,000 Americans last year, but new discoveries in treatment can save lives. A special Health Watch report. Get close. Get answers on NBC Nightly News Monday.
Some guys will try to tell you that hanging out on the street and messing with guns gets you respect. Well, they're wrong. They're dead wrong. Because sooner or later, you're going to kill someone, and you're going to do time for it. Or someone's going to blow you away because they know you're armed. Don't kid yourself, man. You know what happens to guys who carry guns. Wise up. It's your life we're talking about. Don't let a gun kill your future.
Oh, we dreamed about a vacation in Hawaii for 12 years. Then we get there, and disaster strikes. We're all stuck in our room with diarrhea. So I bought Imodium AD. I heard it worked better.
Original prescription strength Imodium AD stops diarrhea, often with 1 dose, instead of dose after dose of the pink stuff.
With just 1 dose, our diarrhea was gone, and so were we, out having the time of our lives.
Imodium AD, the original prescription for 1 dose relief.
Starting now, this is the way you'll condition your hair. New Light Step Conditioner. Foam in. Don't rinse. Tangles out. Light Step No Rinse Foam Conditioner from Studio Care by L'Oreal. It's fast, easy, light.
Someone very special is on that train. That's why you're driving a Buick LeSabre. You love its powerful V6 engine, anti-lock brakes, and steel safety cage body unit. But you bought LeSabre for the dual airbags. One for you, and one for that very special person who sits next to you. LeSabre from Buick, the new symbol for quality in America.
Watch how fast Dristan nasal spray works.
What do you smell?
I can't smell anything.
Use Dristan nasal spray. Now smell.
Oh, yeah. I can
smell that.
What is it?
I can smell an orange.
Dristan nasal spray. Fast, effective relief.
Now get the freshness of Glade in an air freshener made just for your car. New Glade Clip-Ons.
Clip on here, clip on there, clip on freshness everywhere.
Clip on your favorite Glade scents with refills that freshen for 30 days.
Freshness near or far, freshness for your car.
With adjustable vents for just the right amount of freshness.
Clip on freshness everywhere.
New Glade Clip-Ons. Fresh from Glade, from SC Johnson Wax.
NBC's Sunday Night Movie will return following these messages.
Monday, a cop is murdered. Why would two men confess to the crime?
They can finally show the cops what fools I'm made of.
One's a liar, one's a killer, and the system must decide.
Can't flip a coin.
Jason Bateman.
You know that I did it.
James Wilder.
Just kept shooting.
And James Earl Jones.
We got us a real whodunit.
Two Faces of Evil, NBC Monday.
Most boys dream about growing up to be a fireman or a sports star. But this kind of goofy-looking young man's dream was to be a television weatherman. Hi, I'm Bill Meck. My 5th grade teacher played a major role in my education. She made a weather map out of felt, and each morning she had me give a weather report to the class. Through the support of my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Wormley, as well as my parents, I'm living my dream of being a television weatherman.
Great Expectations is made possible by Cox Cable Roanoke.
Channel 10 News at this hour.
Good evening. Coming up tonight on Channel 10 News after the movie, the latest on the continuing brutal weather and the new storm. It's back to court for Lorena Bobbitt and her malicious wounding trial. And we'll meet one of the stars of the music world who never takes a bow but helps others stay in the spotlight. That's in tonight's Spirit of Virginia report. Stay tuned to Channel 10 News for those stories and more, all coming up tonight after the movie.
This is a WSLS Storm Watch Advisory.
And, of course, the other big news story tonight, the winter storm warning that is in effect for the later on hours tonight as well as tomorrow for most of the Channel 10 viewing area. That's for a mixture first of snow, and there should be some fairly moderate snows at times. We could see anywhere from 1 to 4 inches before it changes over to freezing rain, and it may change back over again to snow before it is all said and done. Winter weather advisories for the extreme eastern part of the viewing area, from Appomattox through Charlotte County down through Halifax County, including South Boston, which freezing rain, which will change over eventually to rain, that in the far eastern parts of the area. 1 to 4 inches of snow in the areas highlighted in orange. That's all the big cities, as well as most of the New River Valley, and then a major ice storm on top of that. This is going to be a big problem not only for travel, but also for power lines and trees being knocked down from the accumulations of snow and ice. You get into the Allegheny Highlands around Covington, and then back into West Virginia, you're talking 4 to 8 inches of snow. Some places could see a little bit more than that, depending on how much sleet and freezing rain develops with that as well. We're looking at the moisture moving closer to us. It's into eastern and central parts of Kentucky. The areas you see there highlighted in yellow, that is where a major ice storm is now in progress along the Ohio River. Linda McLaughlin will have further updates at 11:30.
The Russia House continues, starring Sean Connery and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Look what some car makers have been offering. Air-conditioned glove compartment? What kind of feature is that? How about a feature like, won't leave me stranded on the side of the road? As in a reputation for dependability? Hey, you'll find it in one place. Toyota Tercel. The right amount of car for the right amount of money. And look, best model in its price class and initial quality. I get that from J.D. Power & Associates. They get it from Tercel owners. And that's a feature you won't find on any window sticker.
Nothing's worse than a congested, dry, irritated nose. That's why there's new Afrin Extra Moisturizing Nasal Spray. Afrin works 4 times faster than the leading cold tablet. Plus, it soothes and relieves. Afrin, because you shouldn't have to wait to breathe.
Some people will do anything to bring home the fresh taste of Chi-Chi's Chunky Restaurante Salsa. What they should do is buy Chi-Chi's at the store. Chi-Chi's, the only leading salsa from a real Mexican restaurant.
It's the sale you've been waiting for at Thompson's Men's Store in Salem. All winter merchandise must go. It's Thompson's Overstock Sale. Savings up to 50% on winter clothes. And if size is a problem, Thompson's fits every man, big or small. Suits and sport coats from a 36 small to a 70 long and all the sizes in between. Southwest Virginia's largest selection in one store. Thompson's Overstock Sale, where distinguished men shop for name brand clothes. Thompson's, East Main Street, Salem, Virginia, Coastal Lakeside Shopping Center.
It's been 30 years since the Beatles invaded America.
And to celebrate, we want to send you to London.
Hi, this is Greg Roberts.
And he's Slam Dunk.
And we've got your ticket to ride.
To qualify, just watch Channel 10 News weeknights at 6 o'clock for the answer to tomorrow's Beatles trivia question.
Then tune to DJ 105 and 103 at 7:20 the next morning for your chance to answer that day's question.
And since we've already given you the answer, how can you lose?
It's the Ticket to Ride contest from Good Time Oldies, DJ 105 and 103.
And WSLS, the spirit of Virginia.
Good evening. Up next on Channel 10 News, the latest on the problems the frigid weather is causing. And Linda McLaughlin will have an update on the impending storm and what it means to the morning commute. Stay tuned for all those stories along with your school cancellations, all coming up next.
Cool mountain mornings, crystal skies above, from the valley to the seashore, you know that I'm in love with Virginia. Neighbors helping neighbors, and friends helping friends. Our history makes us proud, 'cause it shows you can depend on Virginia. Oh, the spirit of Virginia, you know it's home to me. Yeah, the spirit of Virginia, from the mountains to the sea. Oh, the spirit of Virginia, it's the place to be. The spirit of Virginia, WSLS-TV.
The high cost of health care, everyone has a part in keeping it down. So we took what you like about Walmart and what you want in a pharmacy and put it right inside your Walmart store. The result?
Walmart's pharmacy department.
With professional service and the low price on every prescription.
So next time, bring it here.
Or ask your doctor to call.
Walmart's pharmacy department, your full service pharmacy, right inside Walmart. Always the low price, always.
Hi, I'm Diane McBride, president of Miracle Ear Hearing Aid Centers for Southwest Virginia. Miracle Ear is the company that invented this tiny hearing aid, and we're dedicated to one purpose, to help people who are in need of better hearing. We're having a fantastic offer this week with hearing aids starting only at $299.50. If you're having hearing problems, now's the time to take advantage of this unusual offer. And as always, you get a free hearing test. Call your Miracle Ear office for an appointment now. But hurry, this offer ends this Saturday.
Hey, Willard Scott here, and Monday night, James Earl Jones, the greatest. Jason Bateman and James Wilder star in the NBC world premiere movie Confessions, Two Faces of Evil, based on a shocking true story, Monday night on NBC.
Have you heard what Jay's been talking about lately?
Did you hear? This is interesting. Did you hear what John Bobbitt said at his trial? Because I guess they got along okay up to this point. He said in the last 4 years of his marriage, he and his wife Marina had sex 900 times. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? I mean, if she had just waited a few more nights, it might have fallen off on its own. Hey, actually, do you know this? You know, the guy, John, who got his thing cut off there, well, he has sold the movie rights. They're going to do a movie about it. I think it's going to be called Pocket Full of Miracles. Yeah, I think it's And the first McDonald's in the Persian Gulf opened today. The very first McDonald's. Yay! Well, I guess Bill Clinton will defend the Gulf even better than George Bush. He's got a vital interest there now, yes. There's a personal... Hey, don't mess with the clown. Anybody here from Minnesota, any chance? Any idea what the temperature was in Minnesota today? Listen to this. Temperature was 5 below zero. And with the wind chill factor, it was minus 41 degrees. In fact, This is amazing. It was so cold in Minnesota that men were actually hugging after sex. What are the odds of that, really? I mean, that's how cold it was. I mean, think about that. Oh, that's cold.
That's pretty cold, man.
And the Supreme Court has agreed to hear a landmark case on the separation of church and state. You know, I'm glad they're doing this. It's very unfair the way they have it now. I mean, they give out free condoms in school, but they don't allow you to pray for a chance to use them. That doesn't seem fair to me. You know, I just... Do you all... It's a confusing issue. Do you all understand the separation of church and state? Huh? See, this was made very clear a couple hundred years ago by our founding fathers. These were very wise people. I mean, they took the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Then they took a look at Congress and they said, look, these two will never go together. Okay, we got to keep them separate. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work, yeah. No way. Well, this is pretty good news. The U.S. government said today they will compensate those people who are exposed to radiation testing. You've been reading about this? It's terrible, this radiation testing. In fact, when they asked who was affected in this one auditorium, over 700 hands were raised, and that was just one guy. I mean, that's a terrible thing.
Jason Bateman, James Wilder, Two Faces of Evil, NBC Monday.
The spirit of Virginia.
This is Channel 10 News Weekend Report with Nola Woods, Justin Ditmore, and Linda McLaughlin.